Welcome back to another episode of Rob Sports Center, man. As you can see by the title, man, we're going to be taking another look at that 2025 recruiting class coming out of the state of Louisiana. And the person we have specific for this video is Mr. Jacob Bradford. He's a 5'11", 190-pound safety coming out of Catholic BR. I actually think he's bigger than 190, and I actually think he's taller than 5'11". So I'll probably say about 6 foot, and I would say about 200 pounds. Obviously, by the way, he's committed to LSU, so going to LSU, going to that weight program, and nutrition, they're going to put him, he's going to pack on some more weight, but he's a heck of a player. So 24 Sports has him ranked as a 4-star recruit with a 93 player rating. He's the number 6 safety in the state. And it's so crazy because I've been a fan of this kid. I would say my first time really watching him might have been against Carr in the playoffs. It actually might have been Zachary. There's Zachary game. They had a shootout against Zachary. That was a pretty high scoring, exciting game. And that might have been my first time, just checking him out. But I just never really went and did my due diligence on him. He had offers from Arizona State, Texas Tech, Arkansas State, and Georgia Tech. As you can see, he's committed to LSU. And then we have 24/7 gave him a scouting evaluation from a Mr. Andrew Ivins. And he pretty much was just saying he's a stout defensive back, which he is. He has a nice size. I do like his size. He's a stout defensive back with an excellent blend of instincts. And I will say that too. It does look like when he's out there playing, he's playing off of a lot of instinct, especially in his pass coverage. It's like he kind of knows what's coming. And that can be his dedication to film study as well, and kind of just understanding down and distance and situational football. He has pretty good speed, quickness, and physicality. It does look like he's one of those guys that likes to embrace contact. Every play he's looking for contact, whether he's tackling or whether he's taking on the block. He doesn't shy away from that. Consistently find ways to impact games and plays with the ideal competitive temperament. Yeah, he doesn't look like he gets too rattled and make, kind of horrible decisions that overall hurts the team. Deployed primarily as an outside corner, but projects as more of a slot corner or box safety on Saturdays who can defend the pass and the run. And that's the same thing I said when I took my notes as well. They have him listed as a safety, but he lines up predominantly as an outside corner. But then I did see that he had plays where he was lined up in the slot. So I think he's very versatile, and he could play both as well as being a box safety. He has pretty good ball skills, so I think that he could be pretty versatile in that aspect. Who can defend, pass, and run. Yeah, solid open field tackler with the grip strength to get the ball carriers on the ground, and he's pretty good at tracking the ball and being able to take it away from the defenders. I seen this highlight tape here. He had a couple forced fumbles on those plays, so he seemed like he's pretty good at seeing where the ball is at and going for the ball if he can't make the tackle. Displays the ability to read and trigger following downhill with bursts. Like that same thing I said, it's like he plays instincts. It's like he knows what's coming. And that can go to film study. He's a slick mover in reverse who can match and mirror. Might not be the tallest or longest individual, but a lot to like when you take into account the testing profile. Overall, viewed as a versatile secondary piece with excellent testing markers who can do a little bit of everything. Yeah, he is pretty versatile. Has what it takes to get on the field early as a sub-package defender while also emerging as a special teams ace. Now, that's something that I did not know about him, is that he actually is on punt return. And he had I'm not quite sure if he had a touchdown in punt return, but he had some nice returns as a punt returner. So I would assume that he possibly might have made district or even all-state with as a returner as well. His high school athletic background, he also plays basketball and runs track. He ran a 11.58 100 as a sophomore, and that's all they had on there. And so I went and I did my own notes on him. So, first thing I said was I love his size. Now, granted, he's not 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", so he doesn't have very long arms. So obviously, prototypical wise, he doesn't kind of fit that mold, obviously when you're looking at corners or safeties or whatever that has that build, you're looking for them because you feel that they can be much more effective in bump and run and press cover situations. But I think that he has good cover skills, good ball skills to make up for what he lacks. And then, like you said, just the competitive aspect as well. And it's like I say, you look at it and it seems as if he's playing on instincts, which it could be based off of film study. So that's preparation, and being properly prepared, it will make up for the things that you lack athletically, because we know a lot of guys that has some of the most athletic ability, but it doesn't translate on the field. And I feel like his does. He's good at man-to-man based on his height. And I said that even before I looked at 24/7 scout evaluation. I said that based on his height, and cover skills, I can see him maybe playing slot corner and playing a box safety more so, because I didn't really see him lined up as a 2 high, and I didn't really see him lined up as a single high. It's like everything, he was lined up as an outside corner, but I liked his mobility, even the fluent in his hips. Obviously, we know there's aspects that he can improve in. I've seen a couple plays where, the tackle was made, but I mean, it kind of was like he kind of missed it, but it was just the guys that came back behind him kind of cleaned it up. But if that was an open field situation, then that could have been a pretty big play. So, I think that he can kind of get a little bit more fundamentally with that. But then, the wherewithal to want to hit is something that you don't really see from a lot of defensive players, especially that's playing that corner role. He is versatile. Like I said, he's also a punt returner, has some nice punt returns on the season. And he also lined up as a running back and caught a pass out the backfield on one of the games that I was looking at. And I'm pretty sure he might have lined up on offense other times as well. He might have been used as a blocker, or he might have just been used kind of as a distraction. When you see him coming in, you automatically pretty much assume the ball is going to be going to him because he's not a primary offensive guy. So it could be used to set something else up. But like I say, man, I was very intrigued with what I seen from him and impressed. I mean, like I say, the biggest thing for me was just his cover skills. I seen a lot of plays where he was matched up on, small, shiftier guys, and then, and he held his own. You know what I mean? I didn't really see any interceptions, but then they can also be attested to a lot of teams didn't really throw the ball his way. That's the thing about when you're dealing with good corners. A lot of times, statistically, you're probably not going to have the most interceptions or even the most tackles, because if you get interceptions, teams have to throw the ball your way. And to get tackles, for the most part, your guy has to catch the ball in order for you to tackle him. So if teams aren't throwing your way and guys aren't catching any balls, then for the most part, you're going to be low statistically. And you know me, I always look at level of competition. That's whenever I do these videos, that's my biggest thing. I'm always looking at, and it's never to discredit a kid, but we have to take these things into consideration from that transition from the high school to the collegiate level. And you look at, he plays for Catholic BR, which obviously we know that division. Well, we know that side, period. But then also that division, dealing with the Cards, the St. Augs, the Karen Crow team, John Curtis's, the Acadiana, the Zachary's, teams that are high power offense at St. Thomas More. So for you to be effective and to be playing good against teams like this, then it really speaks volumes to who he is as a player. And like I said, I know a lot of these teams I just named, they wasn't really on his highlight reel, but like I just said early on, when you're dealing with a corner that's that good, a lot of teams aren't going to really throw the ball your way, so you're not going to be able to have a lot of statistical, a lot of stats to count to go and be considered a threat, because everybody is moved off of numbers. But people who know, if you know ball, that those are the things that comes with dealing with a good corner. Like, even like plays like this right here, they pretty much, he was pretty much guarding two guys on that play in a sense. He kind of had a split guard where he was in the middle of kind of the outside guy and the slot guy. Once again, it's just instincts and being able to, see the ball, locate the ball and go make a play. Like this play right there where I just said, like, that's the area he can kind of get a little bit better at. When it comes to those tackles, making those tackles, because like I say, if his teammates wasn't around, that could be a very big game. But it's a lot of upside to him. So I most definitely do look forward to his transition. And he's by far one of my favorite players that I have seen and I have did these videos on. So I look forward to seeing his growth. Now, if there's something that I missed, man, make sure you let me know in the comments. Or, man, let me know what you guys think about his transition. Do you think he's going to be effective immediately at LSU? Do you think he's probably going to have to redshirt? Let me know your opinion on that, man. And if you did enjoy this video, but for one, if you enjoy all my videos, if you love football, high school, college, NFL, professional, then you're on the right channel, man. So make sure you subscribe. But if you enjoyed this video, man, smash that thumbs up button and then subscribe too if you did enjoy this video, man. And click that notification bell because I got more videos coming. You don't want to miss that. Stay tuned, and I'll see y'all in the next video.